morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back, Dara. We miss you so much.
Hey.
How is your husband, Gabe?
Back in the hospital.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He got to come home for a little bit in between.
3 days, and then he went back. He went back about midnight Friday night.
Oh gosh. Any updates, or do they have an idea what's happening?
He has congestive heart failure.
Oh, I wish we could give you a big hug.
So that's where we're at. And it's hard because I can only visit for 1 hour a day, and you can only have one visitor. So
You got a little visitor right behind you. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Did you get your bedroom all set up?
For the most part.
For the most part, that's
Yeah.
good. What's
So.
on your t-shirt? Snowman?
Emojis.
Emojis.
Oh, cute.
But they're winter emojis. They're ski emojis.
That's what I thought. Is it still cold?
No, we warmed up yesterday it was a nice
almost
day.
80. It's going to be like 86 on Friday.
This week, at the end of the week, we'll have high 80s.
Oh, wow. That is warm. Those snowmen are going to melt.
Yeah.
So, okay. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. I'm really sorry, Gabe. Please let us know if there's anything we can do. And no,
Everybody,
we're here.
Yeah, I know.
No, we're here. We can listen.
I know.
Good listeners.
So that's that. Not much everybody keeps offering, but there's really nothing we can do. I mean, nothing. So
it's hard to be helpless.
Yep. People call, keep checking on us, but that's about it. So it is what it is. I did get some sewing done over the weekend, though. So
what did you sew, Gabe?
I am working on that mystery quilt. We're halfway there. Let's see.
Whoa, that is really beautiful. Gay, she tells you where to position the blocks?
Yes, every day we make up to 20 blocks were made each day. 16 to 20 is the average. And then the placement is given. She gives you a little diagram sheet here of where to put the placements.
Oh, so each day you get a new sheet then?
Yes. After you make your blocks, you have a sheet that tells you where to place them. And so.
Wow, this is really fun. It's so pretty. Is it a surprise to you?
Yes, we have no idea what it was going to look like. None. So this was just a surprise. It's a mystery quilt. So we won't see till the last day, which is next Saturday. We'll get our last blocks, and then it's just a matter of sewing it together.
Nice.
So that's I worked on those, and that's about it.
I'm losing my voice. Oh, all right. Love, 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 love to Gabe.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you have your family with you.
I can't imagine if I was doing this by myself at this point. So
yeah. And you got that little guy to sneak in.
He was supposed to be doing schoolwork. He came up because he knew I was going on.
Did he? It's probably really actually fun for him to see how you use technology.
Probably. He's grown up with the technology though. So I mean, for him, it's nothing. It's just, we do it that way and that's it. He can maneuver a lot better than I can at some points already.
All right, let's see. Who wants to share next? Doreen's looking spunky today.
I am?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you
That's
got
a
a
cute-
haircut while I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great, Doreen.
Haircut, and I did this over the weekend. It's a different color.
It's nice on you, Doreen.
So I was getting a little washed out.
Yeah, I mean, you look like 20 years younger. You got spunk.
Oh, woo, good.
Yeah, that's so fun. How was your birthday, girl?
Went out to 2 different restaurants.
On the same night?
No, my sister and I went to it's called the Mad Hatter.
Oh,
It's
fine.
I believe it's a place that originally is meant for women that have the red hats. That the group, yeah, you know, Lynn's talk, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that group. So it's more of a foo-foo kind of a place, but it's really very quaint, very cute. And so my sister and I went there because we were trying to figure out a place to go. She's about 40 minutes away from me going the other direction. And so we were trying to think of someplace in between. And that was like, bam, right in between us. It was perfect for everything. So we went to that place. That was really, really kind of cute. And then Dave and I went out to, I keep forgetting the name of the restaurant, but it's one of those, it's not fine dining, but it's nice. It's not it's really kind of nice. And so the dress I made this guy. So out of, if you guys remember the material, the one material that I just got that I loved. So it's got the little sleeves that are
Nice.
like that, and it's got the lower V neckline, and so that's just the way it goes.
Pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
pretty.
that fabric that I loved, and I took the top half of this guy
Mm-hmm.
because it had that V-neck, so I just kind of took the top half of that,
Mhm.
and off of another dress, I just kind of went straight on down. So just
Yeah.
kind of did that because I like these sleeves. It's kind of fun little sleeves.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was really nice going out to the one restaurant that they had all the kids from prom were there.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Dave couldn't see him because they were in the back by the fireplace. And so I said, turn your head around. And he goes, did they do that when we went to prom?
Hmm.
Fine dining. I mean, who's paying for that?
Oh, you have to take a loan out to do prom these days.
I was wondering if the guys had like probably they were given a Visa card. Their parents probably put, a few $100s into that thing and said, here, go for the night. That was going to cost them.
Mm.
I've got one other thing that's sitting here that I did.
Oh, where's the pattern?
I had previously made a top for this one, but I didn't like it. I liked it. Okay, so this is a skirt. Remember that skirt? And then, so this is what I made. I kind of drafted this a little bit myself because I went into my closet and I tried on all kinds of tops. So I was trying to figure out what would go with skirts.
Mhm.
And I couldn't go out to stores and try on tops because you can't try on tops yet. Try on clothes in the stores yet. So I went into my closet and I just took out a ton of tops and So I made, and this really looks good with it too. So I just
Oh.
did,
Oh, look at that cute front
Oh,
thing.
nice.
yep. It fits so nice. It looks so good with it. So that works with that, and it looks just, I love it on me. So
You did a nice job matching the hem so that they look like they go together.
yeah, I mean, the other thing that I had made, I just didn't like at all. It didn't fit me right. I didn't like it. So, but that one I'm happy. Really, I can easily wear it, just throw that on. So I'm going to do for my next quick one, that top only took a little bit to make. But so I'm gonna do like, okay, the one in the blue back there. So it's kind of got, it's an older pattern. I don't know, can you kind of see the design of it at all?
It's really cute.
I don't know. Well, but anyway, that's the one, and I'm gonna put some short sleeves with it. And then I'm gonna use,
1614, Doreen.
yeah, it's a really old one. But it's kind of this, it's following in the same suit of the same type as the one I just did. And so I'm gonna use the fabric that I dyed and just the pair of pants that I had, they're downstairs, so I'm not gonna go get them, but they're the ones that were pink and the gauzy one that I had made. So I'm gonna use this fabric that I dyed. I'll just get the right colors out of it. And I can tell anywhere how I put this onto it, it looked really, I'll just find the right colors in here. So,
Nice.
you know,
Pretty cool.
yeah, so I dyed that, and I'll just put that on top of it, and that's kind of what I'll do next real quickly.
Mhm.
So,
Yay, fun. I'm so happy you had a good birthday.
me too, me too.
All right, let's say hello to Dara. Tell us everything that happened since we saw you last.
Oh, it's been a while.
Not much. It wasn't too exciting. My mom's cancer treatments are great. She doesn't have any signs of it right now. It's not remission, but
Oh,
it's like
yay.
it's quietly doing nothing. So that's exciting. I didn't get to sew. I'm working on this this scrap quilt.
Ooh.
Same one that I pieced the top.
So pretty.
This is the first time I've been in the sewing room since I got back, and I got back on Wednesday. But I'm just folding the binding over. I made my own bias for that. I did buy.
Have you
some
ever
fabric.
done quilts before, Dora?
Oh, me, lots, hundreds.
Okay,
Hundreds.
I've never
Wow.
seen you with one. Okay.
I did get to stop at Walmart's on the way down before the gas problem.
That's
And
what I was
I
waiting
bought-
for.
I bought one of these last summer on a trip down there, and I found the same fabric again. I still haven't used the first one, but I love this fabric so much, so I bought it again.
What kind of texture is it? Is it just a
It's
cotton?
one of
or-
those athletic knits, and it has it's just like a dark orange with a little tiny speck. It's like almost like looks like a stitching line, but it's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's just like a texture look to it. Love that
That's what I
one.
thought. Okay, cool.
And I bought a brushed ITY. It's like
That was
kinda-
at Walmart?
This was a Walmart, yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
you have such different stuff.
And then I bought like it's like a bottom weight, like for pants or skirt. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, polyester. This one's my favorite. I don't even know what it is. It feels really great. It must have some like rayon or bamboo or something in it. It's got a little bit of a stretch. This is great.
I
can't
love
wait to
that.
make
I've
it.
never seen that color there.
Yeah.
It's like a teal.
No, this is like a kind of like a smoky cadet blue kind of color.
Oh, just from my end, it looks teal. That's
And I
okay.
bought this one for lining.
Ooh.
And then I bought this one just because I couldn't leave it at the store.
I can't believe
Ah.
this is at your Walmart.
This is not these came from a Walmart in Georgia. This one did.
Okay. Were they all
A
bundles?
Walmart in Florida.
Georgia, Florida.
Yeah.
How did
stopped.
you?
I
How
stopped
did
at
you? Oops, sorry, Dara. How did you manage with the gas crisis? We were completely out, like our gas stations just had bags on them.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I was in Central Florida, and I guess they don't even get their gas from the Colonial Pipeline in that part of Florida, but they still had some panic buying. So, and the day before I drove home, I had to fill up my tank to drive to Tampa. So I couldn't like even get it in advance. I had to wait until the day because then I was like down to under half a tank again. Anyway, it wasn't bad. I had to go to like 3 gas stations there to find gas, but that was totally just panic buying.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, it was a little nerve wracking because like Wednesday was still crisis for a lot of people, but I was able to get gas in Georgia. But I got off at one exit that had like, 10 gas station signs. So I didn't stop at my normal stops. Like the Walmart gas stations were all out. I used Gas Buddy to see who had gas and who didn't. And so I didn't get to do my fabric shopping on the way home.
Yeah.
But I got home fine. And then even though I was gonna join you guys on Thursday morning, but I got home on Wednesday with like less than a quarter tank of gas. So, because it takes me like a full tank and a half to make the trip. So I waited till I got to half a tank and then filled up. And then I knew I could make it home. But around here, it was like 80% of the gas stations didn't have gas. So I had to go out on Thursday morning because like BJ's and Costco seemed to be filling up overnight. So I went and waited in line to get my gas before they were out again. Because by like lunchtime, they're out again.
Oh
But
my
now we're down to
goodness.
like 55% are out, which is way better than what it was.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, you're going to get gas. You're just not going to get it where you want it. And you might have to wait in line.
Yeah. Did you have any kind of emergency plan? Like, were you just gonna, if you got to a certain level, you were just gonna stay parked at a gas station and wait?
Well, in my car, I could make it into South Carolina on one tank. So my husband went out at, he went out at 5 o'clock in the morning, the day before I drove home. Since we always have hurricanes here, so everybody who has a generator, you have all these empty gas cans that then you fill up before the hurricane comes. So he took the hurricane gas cans and filled them up and filled his tank up. And he figured if he could like drive to South Carolina and meet me and give me gas.
That's
and
so cute.
we could drive home. So,
Wow. That's
but
really
it was-
cool.
Where do you
Yeah.
live?
it was
Darren,
fine.
Darren, where do you live?
I live in North Carolina near Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you do
So-
get some hurricanes up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. We've had hurricanes before where the power's been out for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh, that's awful.
So, and we don't have city water and sewer. So you have to have a generator or you can't get a drink of water or flush your toilet or do anything once the power's out. So anyway, and then I have another piece of fabric. My daughter came down
Whoa.
from DC.
Now, what kind is that?
This is an ITY.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
buys
wow.
She buys these like mystery bundles sometimes, and she hates ITY. So whenever she gets some, she brings it to me. And before I went down to Florida, I went to, where is it when I came home? It was before I went because I gave it to her. I went to my local thrift store that always has stuff. And I found this beautiful piece of silk that was 3.5 yards long. And I paid $4.75 for it. But it was this beautiful red and white print. And I don't wear like true red. It doesn't look good on me. So I sent it home with her to DC so she can make a summer dress out of it. But I did get a bunch of patterns from the 90s. Somebody who was just my size didn't cut
Now,
any
where'd
of
you
these
get that
at a thrift store. So
Oh, exciting.
Oh my
I imagine she was the same person who gave them the silk. They're like designer patterns. They're good patterns. They're for work clothes. But so
How about the bathrobe? What happened?
Oh, yeah.
they moved it to the 22nd. So it's this coming Saturday.
Oh,
So
In person.
hopefully it will be in person. Some of the groups are back to meeting in person, but my particular groups are still not meeting in person. One, because the store where we meet is still not letting people come in to shop. You can go to the door and they will bring you fabric you can see and you can make a purchase from them. but you can't go in the shop.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah.
Wow,
And then the
that's a
other
lot of
group I
work
go
for
to,
them.
that store's been open the whole time where we meet, but they polled the group and more than half of them still didn't want to meet in person. So I don't know if they changed their mind since the new mask thing or not, but I'm like so ready to get out of this house and go places and see
Yeah.
people's faces again.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think my husband had the weirdest, I could tell. I mean, I oftentimes did still go out as much as I could, but he just didn't, he went out shopping at like, 6:30 in the whatever, really early in the morning and got out. So I'm watching him in the restaurant and he was like, wow. He looking around, wow. I said, yeah, this is weird for you. I mean, yeah, people have to adjust to the newness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like here, there's a bunch of stores now where you don't have to wear a mask.
Really?
Yeah, lots like not Home Depot, Walmart and Costco and Trader Joe's. There's lots of them. They were announced nationwide that you don't have to wear a mask. So
Mhm.
I'm not wearing it when I go in those stores, and probably 90% of the people still are.
I
I'm like,
noticed
whatever.
that people are still wearing them everywhere.
When we have a lot of like families with children here, they haven't been vaccinated yet. So, I guess they can keep wearing their mask until they decide what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're super glad you're back, Dara. We've missed you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm back, but I'm not going to be back, and I might make it on Friday, but I invited a bunch of people over for a dinner party on Wednesday night, so I have to cook and clean.
Yay. Good.
Back to
I'm
the
happy.
real world. Good.
Mhm. All right. Okay, let's see. How's it going for you, Lynn? Are you getting close? Did your daughter arrive yet?
She arrived and she left.
What? It's over?
It's over.
It's been a week, so that's enough. That's a lot of work. 6 people, that was a lot of meals.
Yeah.
So we had a wonderful time, thank you.
What did she think of all your preparations in the house? And
She wasn't that interested. I think she just wanted to see us, I wanted everything perfect, but they just wanted to be, hang out. That's what we did. A lot of
Mhm.
hanging out.
fun.
That's a big thing. And she helped me with a little embroidery, and I'd given her an embroidery machine, gosh, 1.5 years, 3/4 ago, and she's never used it. She uses it for quilting, but not for embroidery. So I worked on a couple little designs for her to take home, and maybe she'll get motivated. And I did, where are they? Some towels. So we did some, I haven't, well, they're all different. These are little,
Oh, how cute is that?
a friend's son has a charter business. So I couldn't decide what color to make the fish, the bonefish. So I made them all a little different because no 2 fish are the same, right?
Mm.
You made that, Lynn? Did you
Yeah.
make that?
Yeah,
Very, very nice. That looks great.
Yeah, there's a pile of
Good
them.
job. Oh,
Wow.
And hopefully I'll finish them today and clean them up. And some I put little Velcro on the top so he could hang them on the boat, on the boat poles. I got this was exciting. I got the new no snag Velcro.
How's that?
Yeah, well, it sticks to itself. I'll show you the package. I got 2 of them. So that's the package.
Mm-hmm.
Was that from Joanne's?
No, nobody's got it. I called around. I had to order it online. I think I ordered it from Amazon like everything else.
Yeah.
And it's
Does it
just
come in
one
colors yet?
piece. It's pretty expensive. I think it was $3 or $4 for like 36 inches. And then it's just one piece. So then it sticks to itself and it doesn't stick to anything else.
Oh, it's not even two 36-inch pieces. It's just, so that's like 18 inches of Velcro.
Exactly, for 3 and change. But it
Wow.
sticks pretty tight, it's just as strong. I can't pull it out.
That's good for that purpose. That's really clever. I've never actually seen that, but I love that idea.
Yeah, because for our boat, I don't know if I have, I think I took our towel upstairs. Every time you wash them, the Velcro ruins the towel. And man, this is for a guy, I think he's 21. First of all, they don't wash towels very often, probably. And second of all, he's never going to close the Velcro. You're just going to throw them all in the laundry and hope for the best. So, yeah. So I decided I didn't want to go forward without the new no snag stuff. So I called and couldn't find it anywhere. And I asked at Joann's, they didn't know what I was talking about, but they hire strange workers now. Anybody that needs a job can work at Joann's.
Right.
I don't think they need any experience.
That's why I got it the first time was at Joann's.
Oh, you did?
Yep, in fact, the slot on the wall has been empty for like the last couple of months. But they do have a slot for it on the wall, but
Now,
you're
how much
right.
what did it cost there?
I think it was around $3 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't, I mean, I got it because I wanted the no snag purposely, so it, I paid.
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah,
right, they don't know. I asked one time about the specialty cottons and she said, oh, all our cottons are over here with the quilting, because I think she'd learned that. And I'm like, no, this is cottons for wearing for clothes. Do you know where it is in the garment section? Oh, no, they're all over here.
Yeah.
Then I found it wandering around over in the garment section, but
Right. They just, yeah.
Is the Velcro the same like stiffness? Is the back the same way?
I think so, and it's the Saharas. It's not only, it feels like, the Velcro, the soft side,
Mm-hmm.
not the kind with pokey. It's like the whole thing is the soft side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So they must have stuck some pokies down low or something.
When you know how if you buy like cargo shorts or something that's made out of that like stretch athletic fabric, they
Mhm.
have Velcro like that. And it's,
Oh.
Color matched to the clothing. And I'm always looking like, how do you actually buy this? So now they're going to sell some of it. We'll be able to get some of it.
Well, that's okay, I think they only had white, but that was fine for me. I mean, the regular Velcro, I've got several colors because I'm always using it for something. But I think this will be a lot better for ruining things in the washing machine.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yay. Well, I'm glad you made it safely and had fun.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was a long, we took a 3-hour nap after we got them all to the airport. They had different flights. The first flight was like 5:30 in the morning. We're in the garage and I'm wondering, oh my God. And then our daughter left at 1. So we got some special time with her. That was nice.
That is really nice. How about you, Casey? How's the house?
Oh, yeah.
the house is moving along. The painters are supposed to be there this morning, so they'll start painting, and that's kind of the once the house is painted, the inside is painted, then the cabinets can go in, then we can do the flooring. So that's a pretty big nut in the whole process. So we're very excited to have that get started. It should be about, I think he said it would take a week and a half. So midweek next week. We should be able to move on to the next phase. So that's very exciting. This weekend, we were up there trying to do some more landscaping, and our uphill neighbor's irrigation system was running into our yard again. So he's like, okay, well, we need to extend this trench a little further, put a little more rock in there to keep his water from washing away things. So I called him and he was at Walmart, and so he couldn't turn it off right then, but it's an ongoing saga. I just feel badly because he needs to get it adjusted so he's not watering our yard plus his and having to pay for it. But so, and I tried to make a little direction so it moved the water into an area. It's like, well, if those trees get watered, that's pretty good. Make lemonade out of lemons here. So
Yeah, can you put in a little a reservoir and you could just collect his water and then
well, I have made a few little dams and things like that to kind of keep it in an area so it'll soak in instead of running down the hill and eroding things. So yeah, I diverted it off into an area where it kind of, there's a lot of a lot of stuff on the ground, leaves and stuff. So it kind of soaks in there a little better than but I just need it to dry out a little bit so I can finish the landscaping, but it's because it's like shoveling fudge. I mean, it is just, as soon as the ground gets wet there, it just, becomes this chunk of fudge, and it's like, that's heavy.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
Are you
but
are you gonna use colors, Casey, inside, or are you just gonna try and keep it pretty neutral?
we've pretty much gone with a very light sage green for most of the main rooms. Then the bathrooms are a lighter cream color. My sewing room and the office is going to be a straight up white. I don't want any colors to interfere with, my sewing stuff. And that's pretty much it for the color scheme. It'll be very light. I wasn't sure how much light I was going to have in the winter time, because a lot of the windows are on the north facing side. So I wanted to go light. And once we live in it for a while, we'll see how dark we can go. But the bedrooms, not the bedrooms, the bathrooms have high windows, and so they don't get a lot of light in them, because some of them are up under the eaves. It's partly because for privacy and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to go really light in there so that it's, it doesn't feel like a cave.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, fun. So did you have time to sew?
I did.
You really? Wow.
Did. Yesterday, no, it was Saturday. I was like, okay, I'm have a lot of things to do, but I do need to get started on this jumper. So if you recall, this is
What's the pattern number, Casey?
it is Butterick.
6351.
Yeah. So, and this is the one that's going to hopefully have a back entrance.
That's what I'm curious to see how that works.
So at the moment, let's see if I can get far enough back here so you can see it. So I have it basted together. So
Oh, cute.
Pretty fabric.
Fabric.
looks good that way. And right now, we have a very large opening back here because I haven't put the pockets in.
It's working, Casey. I can see this. This is really genius.
Wait, so how do you go to the bathroom? I didn't quite, how does it work?
It's like a drop.
Yeah,
Like a union suit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
It'll attach at the pockets. I'll have some, oh gosh, word aphasia here. Just have clips there at the pockets. Hook and eye, but not the big ones, like the ones used for the pants.
That's okay. I just didn't quite.
Yeah. And it has elastic in the back there. So I've just extended it a little bit so the hardware will go on the elastic piece, so it'll be stable there, and then the front will hook into that. So
That's a huge design thing that is kind of interesting.
yeah, I was thinking, well, maybe I could do, because I've done hidden invisible zippers inside seams that have pockets, and those come out really nice. But I usually do it in like dress trousers, and the fabric is more substantial. This is a fairly light knit, and I didn't think that it would hold the invisible zipper. It would kind of be too stiff there. So we're going to try it with just the pant hooks and see how it works out.
Cool.
I am really impressed. That's so cool, Casey.
I figured this would work. I've been trying to think about this in other ones, but when I saw the back was kind of open, I was like, well, it's already detached there. So it's that edge is finished with the elastic. So this might work by just having the pockets be part of
Okay,
the
so you never take your legs out.
No?
Nope. Doesn't sound like it.
Well, and when you're done wearing it, obviously you take it out.
But when you go to the bathroom, you never take your legs out of this thing?
Right. No. Yeah.
Oh.
We sort of.
Okay. Think of it as like a pair of pants.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take your legs out of your pants when you go to the bathroom, right?
Yeah, but they're out of the way. Everything's out of the way.
But you just literally kind of undo it, and it just drops.
And it's out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, but Casey,
But it's
how do
still
you get
attached at
it
the
over your
top.
head to get it on and off?
Oh, because the top has a, let's see if I can get it this way. This part is split in the back.
So you can move it enough.
And yeah, for the romper slash jumper, these are actually has buttons. So you can button it, but I did try it on without buttoning, had it open, and I can get it over my head. I can get into it without having to unbutton it. So it'll, right. I think I'll still do it with the buttons just to, have it look nice. But
I'm having a hard time imagining that you're gonna have the pocket opening, laying flat, and be like
Yeah, I
again.
can see that pocket
It's
falling in the toilet. and-
I mean, you wouldn't want to wear this on a plane or someplace where you had to
Tight quarters. Well, I've actually made something similar to this when I was pregnant. You know how you back in the 90s that they had the pocket opening, so you would just clip it there on your pants. So I just made both of them that way, and I had put snaps on them so that as I got larger, I could. So basically, it's the same principle, and I never had trouble with my pants getting in the way. So I think we'll give it a go.
just the attached shirt. I'm like picturing like having to like do yoga thing.
Well, this pattern is for a woven, and I'm making it out of a knit. So I also have that little extra.
Little bit more
wiggle.
movement.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll let us know when you go to the bathroom how it goes.
Casey,
I would always share that with this group. Yep.
when you unpack your stuff, Casey, will you have a mannequin? Like, do you have a dress form in your collection?
I did, but I sold it before I came because it wasn't really the right size for me. It was one of the expandable ones, but it wasn't me, it was too big in some places and too, and I couldn't. So I'm going to get one that's smaller and then pad up because now I know that you don't get one that's just your size because your size changes. So
So after you get her and get settled, then if you put the suit on her, it'll be easier for us to see what's happening.
yeah.
I'm just thinking of my younger self in jumpsuits. Like, this is not a bar hopping outfit by anybody's standard.
Yeah, no, you don't bar hop in a jumpsuit. This one, actually, I don't think it's going to drop that far down that I have to worry about it, but we'll see.
Funny stuff. Okay, let's see. Who wants to go next? Does anybody have anything fun to share? Or shall I just call on Faye?
Hi. Oh, I guess I'll wake up now. But I am not a morning person anymore. From somebody who used to be at work at 6:45 in the morning, ready to go. I've really changed. Well, I was so busy with other stuff, I really didn't get to do much sewing at all. And I really wanted to. I wanted to make the little top out of that polka dot fabric.
It's still there waiting for you.
Yeah, see, we had another holiday last night and I decided, and it was one where we could eat dairy because the person keeps kosher and usually has meat on the menus. That means you can use no dairy products. And I like to bake, so I made a strawberry shortcake yesterday, which is a little time consuming since it's 3 stages. But anyway, I'm through with that for the week and I'm hoping to get some sewing done. It was funny, between appointments, I was just busy last week. I had like 30 minutes to kill. And I went to Joann's, looked in the pattern catalog because I wanted to, I just wanted to. And I managed in 20 minutes to select and buy 5 patterns at $2 a piece.
Oh, good. Let me have the numbers. I'm adding them to our roundup.
I'm
This
sorry, Faye, where did you get your patterns at?
Joanne's had,
Yeah, I got
McCall.
one too. Yeah,
and at
okay.
the same time, Hobby Lobby had 99 cent Simplicity.
Oh.
Wow.
They did. I don't know if it's still up, but they did last week. I didn't go there. I just went to Joanne's. So this is, I thought that the top, if you were going to make like a jumpsuit look,
Mm-hmm.
the top with a pair of pants looks like a one-piece thing.
Yeah,
Put it up again. Put it up a little further.
there you
Oh, I'll
go.
get the number. I'll get the 7892.
And I just thought that, you know, if you did it just to the waist. Now, if I could only put shaper material in the waist, I could probably take care of the muffin at the same time. And then I thought this was a cute top with the overlay.
Mm. And
Yeah.
that's 7247.
That looks like, oh, they do have it with with the color blocking, because that would be kind of fun with,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the stripes, that's a 7247. I gotta write that one down. Because I have some stripes and realizing that stripes going in different directions helps break it up a bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
And then this one, I know that the draped look and dressy dresses was flattering on me. So I thought I might try a top with that.
I've never seen that one.
Boy, that's the number.
Mhm.
Nice.
Okay. And then I love this top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've seen that one. That's my type of a top. I love it.
Yeah, so for $2, I picked it up. And then I might get courageous and make a jumpsuit. I figured with just the front zipper, that's pretty fast getting it down to the bathroom.
Oh, let me see. That was 7908. Didn't check. I don't think I saw that one.
It's,
Nice picks.
and this one is made out of a heavier fabric though. This
What
is
are
just-
you planning on making a jumper?
I might,
Are you gonna do it out of that one? Since you bought it.
yeah. I've got the pants that I made. So if I just use, you know, that bottom as a guide and fit it like that, I only have to worry about the top.
Yep. yep.
And it's a princess style, so I know how to add a bust dart and stuff with that and where to add the extra. So I might do that. I have lofty ideas and never get anything done. But anyway, and also when I went, my friend and I took our sewing machines up to Palm Beach to our favorite dealer to have them serviced. I have my big dream machine and my baby lock serger. And they were still having the sale on rayon challis.
Oh.
The batik rayon batik rather. The stuff is normally, it was either $15 or $17 a yard normally. She was selling it for $5 a yard.
Oh,
So I got another piece.
Mark the
It's
price up.
green. I don't know.
That
What?
beautiful.
Oh, Lord. What is this? What
This
type
is rayon batik.
that is? Now, rayon batik?
Yeah,
What is
because the batik is the dyeing.
Yeah, so if it's a rayon, shouldn't that be a drapey type of a fabric?
it is.
It is.
It is.
But it's a better than average weight. It's not that real flimsy. It's drapey with a little body, so it shouldn't even be disgusting to sew. Because some of the rayons are, but this has enough heft. I don't think it's going to be a problem, especially on the faff with the integrated dual feed foot.
Yeah, I'm
Does
curious.
that look blue when you see it?
It looks,
Just
yeah, it looks very dark.
very a dark.
It's dark, but it's not blue. It's green. I guess my monitor, my computer's like 5 years old, so I guess that's an antique by electronic standards. So I'd like to get some sewing done, and I was still working on the little bag to see if I increase the size, how to do the engineering.
There were some questions about that, Faye, on Friday. I think it was Joanne.
I answered her.
Oh, you did. Good for you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I'm not a real
So-
big Facebook, person, so I didn't realize she had sent me a message through Messenger.
Oh, yeah. So, and sometimes honestly, my messages like that don't arrive. They get hidden and I'll find them like 3 weeks later.
So I did answer her.
Thank you very, very much. Anything else to share, Faye?
That's about it.
Okay.
I might even have something made. Well, not by tomorrow. I don't think I'm that good. But
That's exciting. Okay, let's see. Who else have we not talked to? Is there? Oh, Kim.
There's very little to report. I thought I was going to have this jumpsuit pretty close to being done, but that didn't happen. I was getting ready to put it together and realized I hadn't did the facing on the top. I was like, really?
Oops.
So I got to do that. And then I realized that this thing has the longest legs ever. So I'm going to have to cut it off because has really long legs.
How tall are you, Kim?
I was about to ask that. How tall?
Like 5'3".
Oh, you're petite.
There was this lady on one of the videos I was watching, and she made a jumpsuit, and she really doesn't like jumpsuits. And so she said, I'm going to make this jumpsuit. And it wasn't anything like any of the jumpsuits we're making. Hers had the really wide legs. And
who is that you're talking about, Kim?
That's so Dane or something.
Oh,
and so she made this jumpsuit, and she's like, I'll never wear it except at friends' houses and family's house. She said, because I won't go to the bathroom because I'm not going to let it fall to the floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, I had to crack up laughing because I kept thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, you're right. I don't want it to hit the floor anywhere except probably in my own house. Because I keep thinking, what is this going to look like? I'm thinking, I'm glad I used the fabric that I did, because I think it's going to look like pajamas when I get done. I'm not a jumpsuit person.
Do you have a little swatch of the fabric, Kim?
I mean, to me, it's not a bad fabric, but
oh, that's beautiful.
I've never had a jumpsuit because I've never liked jumpsuits. But it's like, okay, what's this going to look like? I mean, what my mom used to call droopy drawers, or it's just going to be a hot mess. So I'm going to see what, I don't know. So it's like, okay, this was a Walmart fabric and it only cost me $8. So it might be in the Walmart bag when I'm done. So,
what was your pattern number again, Kim?
it's an old C&So 6548.
Well, that's cute.
Right. And is that Butterick, the bee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you put a jumpsuit like that on, you kind of have to style it with the belt like they did, because otherwise
I've got a belt.
feel like you're wearing footy pajamas or something.
Yeah, I've got an OB belt that I'm gonna use with it. So yeah, but it's gonna be quite interesting to see how this turns out. So
do you think you'll be able to wear it for us?
We don't know. We'll see.
Yes,
If it looks too crazy, you'll never see this thing.
Never see it. Oh, that's fun. Did you watch anything else, Kim, over the weekend?
No, not really. Not really. I watch a lot of different people, but most of them are just not that memorable. They really aren't.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything else to share?
Yeah.
What you got, Doreen?
Oh, no, Casey.
I was just gonna say, in terms of podcasts, the Everyday Style School woman, I thought somebody had mentioned it here, maybe not. But I went back and started listening to her very first ones where she talks about body shape and how that you can, by your body shape, you can kind of preview things that are going to look great on you or not. Like for me, princess lines definitely work well on a lot of other things. It's like, no, just don't even bother with that whole, putting a waist on something, because I look like I'm wearing an ampere when I'm not. So it was interesting that, and she's got, so she doesn't sew necessarily, but a lot of what she talks about would help you pick out the right patterns. It's like Dara had that really cute pattern. It was like a jumper and had the tie in the back. And I was like salivating, thinking, oh, I was going to make one of those. And then I started listening to her and I looked at the pattern and I was like, yeah, no, that is not going to work for you. It's going to look great on Dara and it's going to look like a sack on me. So I was like, okay, good to know. I steered out of that trouble. So that was a pretty good, and she goes on and she's been doing it for a couple of years. So I'm assuming that as I move through it, I'll be hearing about different style trends and things. The other thing I liked about her is she kind of gives you permission not to follow a specific trend just because it's a trend, and how to stay out of hot water in terms of, oh, this is the latest, and you put it on, you're like, nope, not for my body. So that was a good one.
We kind of don't, through COVID, we kind of missed like a trend season, right? Like, because I can't even think of anything at the moment that is, like trendy. With the kids not being in school, like it's like a complete disconnect.
Well, I think there was maybe a trend with the ponchos and the capes, that type of thing, just putting them on with some pair of leggings. Was
Yeah,
that
I don't know. It just it didn't make an impression on me, I guess. Yeah. Okay, what were you going to say, Doreen?
a couple of things. Well, one thing that just newly developed, my sewing machine last night did its thing again. This is my nice little Janome one, and I cannot get it figured out. Last night, when the needle goes down, it goes a couple stitches and it seems to just get clogged up right away.
Did you rethread everything and
Yeah,
change the
I've
needle?
rethreaded. I've taken the bobbin out. I've cleaned that whole area, which there was not much going on anyway. But
Have you changed the needle?
Yep, I just did that because I figured that was an easy one to do. So that
Did
one's
you-
up.
Try a different bobbin, like rewind a fresh
I
bobbin.
did that
and
too.
Start from scratch.
Yep, I did that. I started from scratch. I'm going to,
Did you try new needle?
yep, new needle, new bobbin, cleaned it all out. So I'm just gonna, I figure if I can't figure it out in the next day or so, I'm gonna take it to the guy that's over across town, and then I'm just gonna go and I'll talk to him before I go over there, but I'll go get I might get a new machine from him. It'll be a good time to do that.
So what fabric were you working on?
I think I was working on, I know I was working. This is what caused the damage in the first place. It was this stuff, it was from Walmart, but it doesn't really matter. It's, okay, that's the back side, is that kind of thing. And then the
Is
front,
it a knit?
Yeah,
Yep.
what is?
Yeah.
it's in it.
So
But I
It
was
could
doing,
just be lousy fabric.
Mhm.
Because sometimes fabric is so bad, you just can't sew on it right.
well, I
So
think
try different
I had-
fabric before you give up.
yeah,
I had it where it was the facing thing going around. So I had, it was kind of getting a little thicker,
Mhm.
and that's where it jumbled up. It just somehow I could hear it just go grab something, and it just, I haven't figured it out since.
Oh,
Have-
go buy a new Janome with the AccuFeed in it.
the other thing before you go
What?
is the other thing before you go to buying a new machine, although buying a new machine was always fun, is did you try putting like I put like a little piece of paper at the beginning, put the fabric on it so that the needle is starting supported by the paper. and then it stitches nicely. It doesn't kind of like all get jumbled up. The other thing would be is try other fabrics, like a nice woven, a stable woven, and see what it does with the woven.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I've had some bad luck with some knits from Walmart and from other places. I don't know what the problem is with them. And the only fix I could find, and I do have the Janome with the feed and all that stuff, is I take a strip of leftover pattern tissue and I lay it underneath there, and like it's on the bottom, and then my fabric's on the top, and I sew through it, and then I pull it off the back. Sometimes with
You sew
bad
through
fabric,
it
that
and
is the only thing.
Pulling it out without, before it gets, I can
I'm
go
stitching
about
it together.
I can go about 2-3 stitches, and that's where it gets clogged up.
It doesn't matter. I put that piece of pattern tissue. I'm talking really lightweight, like, you know,
Yep, I know the pattern tissue, yeah.
I put that down like it's just a third piece of fabric. And then I put my other fabric on top of that, and that prevents the threads from like getting jumbled up as much. And I just sew it on there. You don't want to do it with a decorative stitch or something, but if you're straight stitching or zigzagging,
Right.
when you're done with your seam and you've finished everything you're going to do there, you can just pull it off. It's like perforated paper now. You can just pull it right off the back.
But
I
right
do-
now, when it's all clogged up, that's not gonna solve it right now, though.
Is there actually something down in the feed
I
dogs?
do that. If you've checked everything on your machine and there's nothing, there's no loose thread, there's nothing in there, try it with the tissue paper and see if it'll
Okay, I can
sew.
always try.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
using like a single hole on
Yeah.
your.
I will do that.
Doreen,
stabilize it.
does the side of your Janome open up so you can see everything in there?
No, you have to go look from the top down.
Okay, so there is a screw cap, and if you pop that and unscrew that, there may very well be stuff in there. Because when I undid my magnolia, I was like, whoa, there's a whole festival happening in here. So like my DC 2012, it just has a hinge, it opens up, I can keep it nice and clean, but the magnolia, I have to pop that little, and maybe get your husband's help. It's just a little white circle, pop that, unscrew it, open it up and clean it out in there.
Now, what
'Cause
I'm asking you is, what I'm wondering, I'm trying to get a clarification on what you're saying to do. So I take the big metal plate.
No, the side of
The
your
side.
machine. Where you,
Yeah, now you're on the top where you're putting your
Yeah,
thread through your disc. and
because
everything.
it sounds to me like it's like seizing up. If you
Yeah.
don't see things jammed down in there, and my
Right.
embroidery machine went through that grumpy phase, which is also Janome. So you have this option, right, to open it up and clean it out just to make sure, because you could have a piece of thread all wrapped up
Mhm.
in there.
Okay, because mine does not open from the side.
Because it kind
you
of
take the
looks open right now, doesn't it? No?
Yeah, you
It's-
have to unscrew it to get to this
Yeah.
part.
You're saying over here?
No,
No,
up,
up
No,
top.
up
up,
top.
up, up.
Yeah.
Nope, up.
No,
Up higher.
up,
Right there, down,
down. No.
right there.
There you go. You got to open up in there and see if you got loose thread in the top section.
Oh, I haven't looked up there. I haven't looked there. Okay. Why not?
Yeah.
But
you're
if you
saying
just
I have
want
to
a new
open it with the
machine,
screw?
Doreen, you have our permission to
Yes.
go buy a new machine.
But that's not what I'm gonna buy though. I'm gonna buy I told the girls, and I told a while back that I was, the serger thing, to do the
Cover
hemming
stitch.
on the knits, to do nicer looking hemming.
A
Because I-
cover stitch.
Cover stitch.
Yeah, cover
Yeah.
stitch.
That I do need because I sew so much and I sew a lot of knits. So it's time to get that. There's no question.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
the sewing machine itself, this machine, what we're talking about right now has happened probably 3 times now on this machine. And I fixed it myself twice, but I can't get this one fixed. But I
You
still
need
like
to
this.
get it serviced.
Yeah,
Well,
sounds like
that's
it.
what I'm saying. If I can't get it fixed in the next day or so, if I just cannot figure it out, I will keep using my old Singer from 1990. I'll use that one until I get over there. And then I'll talk with him beforehand and tell him what I'm looking for.
Well,
But,
make
okay.
sure you take plenty of knits, because that's always my biggest pet peeve with new machines.
Yes.
And I have two Genomes. They do not sew knits as well as I want them to.
Oh,
But I
mine
don't
seems
have-
nice.
I don't have any experience to like say, would a different brand be better? I just know I have the similar problem to you. I have the jumble problem on knits sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Well, with that FAF that has the integrated dual feed, the IDT foot,
Mm.
that is a dream for knits and crappy fabric. You know, like
What did you
most,
Faye?
it's
Hold on.
called-
Faye,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
the name of it again?
FAF, PFAFF.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were saying FAF. Okay.
But with the integrated dual feed, I do all my clothes on the FAF. My Bernina now is my bag machine because you could sew shoes on that. It's so heavy duty. But with that integrated dual feed, like I had some moleskin. Remember that fabric that was popular a while ago? Well,
Mhm.
that would pucker on a lot of machines. You put that on the IDT,
FAF.
and I thought it was, denim linen.
I
purred
got it
away.
written down. Okay.
Doreen, I just want to make sure because I can't see, but it looks like you already have the top open, but look at my screen, Doreen.
Okay. hang on.
Doreen,
Yep.
no, don't try to carry it. Look, just look.
I know.
Doreen, do you have this open? So, do you have this open?
I'm carrying it.
Look, can you see that?
Yep. I've
So
got
you
that.
can get in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then that's what I was talking about.
No, I've got that wide open right now, but I have
That's
not.
what I thought, yeah.
have not dug in. I've not really looked into it, to clean it or look at it any further than just have it open.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Did you-
that's worth looking at and taking a cleaning or whatever.
Did you already floss out your tension disc? Did you do that already? You know how your tension disc is kind of like roundy? You can take like a simple piece of floss and just go around and make sure there isn't a piece of thread or a big fuzzy or something stuck in there, because that will cause no end of
Now I'm
problem.
gonna get picky. What type of floss? Because there's such different varieties of floss. You need to
I just use like plain waxed.
just don't worry about it. Just get it. Okay.
Don't use those woolly ones because you don't want to catch it on something. Just
That's
like
what I was trying to get at. Yeah.
plain simple waxed.
Okay.
I've done it with 12 weight thread also, because it's thick to
Good
floss with
idea,
that.
Faye.
You can do it with
Yeah.
waxed buttonhole thread. If you have beeswax in your sewing, you can just run some buttonhole thread through it and do it with that.
Oh,
Very
the other thing I wanted to mention before it gets to be too long here, though, I wanted to mention because this lady really went through some interesting stuff on the podcast. Her name is Viv Mom. I think a lot of people know who she is.
Yeah, I watch her.
Okay, so she had one of the more recent podcasts. She got into a whole, it was very interesting on pattern companies, the start of them and what they've gone through. And she included a thing on the major four, indie, everything. She went through and just did a history thing on them, the whole thing, and it just got to be really she did the research, so it got to be an interesting one, and it's one of her most recent ones. So I just wanted to mention it for the people that are interested in where things have gone with the pattern companies.
And what's her name again? Viv
Viv-
Mom?
Viv Mom. She's a blondie. She's kind of a girly girl.
It's a podcast?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, go into YouTube and just go Viv Mom and she'll come up. One or more recent ones. I mean, I literally was kind of writing stuff down because she had so much information. She started with way back with the knits, you got people who like to listen to that history. She just went on for her full time and just discussed it, and it just was totally interesting.
It's
Hey, look-
VIV.
Viv
Mhm.
Mom. Viv
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, she sews a lot of vintage patterns.
Yes, she does.
Oh, is it Vin, V-I-N?
No,
No,
no.
VIV.
Viv, like Vivian.
Okay.
Viv, V-I-V, Mom. Are you having a hard time, Andrea?
No, I just don't see the one that's about the pattern companies.
If what I can do
You
is
have
I
one
can
from
look up
4 days ago? Was that
very
the-
much so, probably.
Yeah. Talking about quick sew and commercial sewing patterns is the,
Is
There you
that
go.
the one, Doreen?
Yes.
That might
yes.
be it. That might be it.
Okay,
Those who
cool.
like to listen to that stuff, she just went through a big history on it all. And people gave information, her sources of information, some of it was from people that actually worked in, with the major 4 group or whatever it was. I mean, they were she had the inside scoop from some of it, so it was pretty cool.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Doreen.
Okay.
Okay, hang in there, Gay. We're thinking about you.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope everybody has a good day, and I hope to see some of you tomorrow for jumpsuits.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.